Hello folks, welcome to another brief video review from Inkdependence.com. Today we have J. Herbin's Orange Indian. It comes in this, well, if you get cartridges anyway, it comes in this cute little, I don't know, tin type thing. Open it up, and there are 6 cartouches. These little guys right here, just regular old standard international cartridges, short ones. 4, 5, 6, yeah, I guess I have 6. This ink lived in this orange pen, fittingly enough, and also this weirdo looking core. I'm like the only person that loves the core on earth. If you have cores, maybe I want them from you. Let's see. I also have another fun orange pen here, but it's got a stipula musk green in it. So let's talk about this ink a little bit. I've been using this ink for a little while, and it feels like a fall ink to me. It's got a very sort of, actually similar color to this Sheaffer VFM that I've been using it in. This has sort of a medium nib on it. Not a bad starter pen. This sort of gets left off the list a lot of times when people start talking about what should my first pen be. You know, you can do a heck of a lot worse than a Sheaffer VFM. A lot of people say the Metropolitan from the Pilot, or I don't know what else, Varsities or something from Pilot as well. I don't know. I like the VFM a lot. I like the Pilot a lot. The Metropolitan, that is. But for, you know, similar money, these are darn good. Metal-bodied pens, nice lacquer colors, good nibs. Anyway, this ink came to me from Jet Pens. Thanks very much to Elaine from Jet Pens for sending me these tiny little cartouches and these cute little tins. I really dig the presentation on those things. All right. Let's see. So, what else should we say? Lots of shading in this ink. It is a nice orange ink. It reminds me kind of, I don't know, fall leaves or maybe pumpkins or something. It's got that same kind of feel to it, I think. It's a very nice shading color. It shades even on notebook paper. Not notebook paper, I don't really use that much. Copy paper. Let's see, I'll grab it over here because I just happen to have it next to me. Here it is. There it is on the copy paper. It does kind of bleed and feather a little bit, which is unfortunate. You can see it there. So it does come through the paper a fair amount. And this is done with the medium nib on that Sheaffer. And then over here, this last line is from the Rotring, and that's actually a very, it's not a wet nib, it's a pretty good medium flow nib, but it's also very fine. So you'll see there's some feathering, there's some spread, there's some bleed. It's not the best behaved ink, but if you have it on good paper, like for example this Rhodia paper that I've got here, I use the orange Rhodia pad. I've only got a couple of these, but I thought it was fitting. It's a cool ink. I like it a lot. It just doesn't behave all that well, which is kind of unfortunate. Here it is compared to all kinds of other inks in the brown category. I didn't have any other orange inks to compare it to, and you can see that this smear right here is actually quite a lot darker than you get from the nib. So that's why I'm a little hesitant to say that smears are always representative of the ink. You can see it actually bled a little bit through Rhodia here, but that was a pretty heavy smear. The problem with using cartridges, to get a smear, is that it will just kind of blob into one place. Otherwise, I use a letter opener and I kind of smear it on. But this way I have to like shake a cartridge and then smear whatever comes out. So, you know, with a much darker tone, it's much more brownish. This is not a very brown looking ink. It looks way more orange. As you can see, compared to Hazelnut there from Faber-Castell, Mueller's Alamo Twilight, which will be coming up soon. That's a cool looking ink. And Lita V, which probably ought to be the next ink I do. Alright, so let's see how this behaves in a water test. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. Alright. Sorry for the shaky cam. I've been drinking coffee all morning. Alright, give it some water there. Alright, you can see some of the orange coming up. That orange coming right off the page there. I'll give it a couple seconds. I started putting dots in the middle of my little grid. I don't know, I think it looks nice. I don't really have a particular preference for it, but it looks cool. Alright, there we go. Soak that up with my paper towel. And, well, quite a lot of it stayed on the page, actually. I'm a little surprised by that result. I thought much more of it would have come up. You do see some of it here on my paper towel, my blotting device. But quite a lot of it's still on the page, so I don't know, maybe a little bit of water resistance even, so that's kind of a nice surprise. This is one that I wrote yesterday, so it's been on the paper for a little while, but not that long. So, anyway, there you are. This has been J. Herbin's Orange Indian on Inkdependence.com. Thanks again to Jet Pens for providing these for me, and I'll see you all around.